Hey, my name is David, and what you see on the screen, I'm going to be trying to spend a little time with you, and I hope that you will comprehend all the information that I'm trying to present at this time. You see, I helped a man climb a mountain and found that I too had reached the top. That's what this presentation is really all about, is to show you how to reach the top and help as many as you can to reach the top. You only need three people to help you reach the top. One plus one really does equal one. I'm going to explain that just in case for you, and especially you who may not understand that one plus one does equal one. This information that we was presenting this is about Novatech. Novatech is a American-based company that trades all over the world. It's a hedge fund that trades over the entire globe, and all the persons that are connected with Novatech and understand the principles of what they are trying to present is really something that I pray that you will take heed and get involved. You only need you and three people. You and three people. One plus one equal one. Now the three people are the three people you see. See, if you put them first, and you give to them what you want to give them to help them to the top of the mountain, you already be on top. You see the principle of what we're saying? You will already be on top of the mountain by helping three people get to the top. Amazing how it is that God sets that principle of what he has for us to understand. One plus one equal one. Let us move on. Here are the three persons, three people, remember three. These are the founders of Novatech. The Reverend Cynthia Patton is the CEO, and her husband Eddie is the COO, Patton. And then there's Ricardo Roy. He is the CTO, and the CTO is the person behind the bots. And this is a trading company, uh, trading from all over the world. As I said earlier, all over the world. But it's a hedge fund. And if you don't know what a hedge fund is, do your own due diligence. And I'm going to keep saying that throughout this presentation. Do your own due diligence to find out what a hedge fund is. And once you get an understanding of what a hedge fund is and how this hedge fund here has grown to the size that it is with the number of people throughout the world within the 3.5 years. It was founded in June of 2019, and here we are in this month of August in 2022, and this company is a phenomenal, and it paid all of the members and also customers on this customer every Friday and every Saturday. They pay you a check 2 times a week, Friday and Saturday, and the money is a different form of money than what we're used to. And we're going to explain that as we go through this process. I just want to talk about three. You see, these three are the founders of the three that we're asking you to get involved with. And these three are helping all of the persons that's involved with them to the top of the mountain. These three persons here are helping all the other people that's involved to the top of the mountain individually, or if you can understand that principle. So one plus one really does equal one. And here again, we're going to now show you why Novatech is different from all the other, companies in the hedge fund community that they operate from. There's no expiration date when you get involved with Novatech. There's no earning cap of what you can earn in Novatech. Is 100% accessible to your capital at all times, and that's number two. Number two is, yes, it's 100% access to your capital at all times because your capital never leave you. You don't take your money and put it into Novatech. You just put your money in a position so that the hedge fund, Novatech, can use your money to trade around the world, and that money, then that they've used of your money to trade, they take and add your proceeds onto what they have, and every Friday your proceeds have an opportunity to be added back to the principal amount that you have in your hand. It's a matter of explaining to you so I can understand the principle of taking money out of your right pocket and put it into your left pocket. As long as you let it stay in your left pocket, it produces a income that goes into your back pocket, and you take it out whenever you get ready by earnings. There's no cap on the earning capital, and you can use it whenever you get ready to whatever you want to use it for, and it's come out in the form of a debit card. And the debit card is a principle that you need to understand what a debit card really is and how the money in your right pocket is converted to another form of money in your left pocket, and the left pocket then goes back into your back pocket, back into using the same principle that was using the front pocket. We're going to get to that in a few minutes. Now, enrollment into this company is 100% free. I'm going to keep saying that and emphasize it at this point in time so you can get an understanding that it is free. 100% free, but you only have a short period of time, 48 hours, for you to decide whether or not you want to stay with the company. If you decide want to stay with the company, we're going to explain that in details in just a minute. Let's move on because we've got a long way to go. Now look, Novatech earns every day. They trade throughout the globe every day, and the earnings that they get, and this is reported earnings as of December the 31st of 2021. They got founded in June of 2019, but here in 2021 they paid 3.14% on December 31st. Okay, now all of those persons who had monies in position to earn on that trading, they earned 3.3% of the information. So I want you to do this for me. Make sure you remember this: the Good Life video. The Good Life video. The Good Life video is a calculator, and you can also go to thecalculator.site.com to get the information I'm talking about to show how you're going to get the kind of earnings that Novatech pays every day to all of us who are involved. But listen to this: past performance is not indicative of the future earnings. And I put the yellow clip here to let you see that you have to do your own due diligence with the company, and you have to understand that just because they paid 3.14% on December the 31st and much higher since that time in some days, it has no effect upon what's going to happen tomorrow. So again, past performance of Novatech is not indicative of the future earnings of Novatech. We're going to move on. Now look here. We're going to show you this just to give an idea of the average and how we come derive at an average of 3%. This week in April, the return was 3.08%. You notice in the prior month it was 3.14%, while in April it's a little lower. You see what I'm saying? So the past performance is not indicative of the future earnings. Okay, look here. March 18th, Novatech earning report at that time was 3.45%. Remember the 3.14%, and then down to the 3.08%, and now 3.4%. Past performance though is not indicative to any future earnings because it's a volatile kind of opportunity that you embarking upon, because the Novatech is a hedge fund that trades every day, 7 days a week, all over the globe, and the trading results are up and down. It's up and down, but they have never gone less than paying 3% on an average. The 3% is an average. Now the question is, and I want you to get an understanding of what this is really all about, is you paying attention. Share this trading news with 3 people. Remember the 3 people, and ask them this question: can you pay attention? If you paying attention, watch your step going up the mountain, in other words, pay attention, and you'll make it to the top. You follow what the principle of what we're trying to show, the 1 + 1 = 1. So when you pay attention, and this is going to, for you to share, can you pay attention? And if you can pay attention, you and if you're watching this right now, if you can pay attention, then share the attention that what you gain from paying attention with someone else, and ask that person to pay attention. That's the principle we're saying: 1 + 1 + 1 = 1. But you're going to share it with 3 people, and those 3 people are going to share it with 3 people, and you're going to have an opportunity to benefit from everyone who paid attention. Everyone who paid attention, you're going to monetarily benefit, because you are helping all of those people to the top where you are. And the more you help to the top, the more that the mountain has up on it, if you can follow the principle of what I'm saying. Here, June the 3rd. June the 3rd is the day I entered into this company. June the 10th, I got paid. June the 17th, I got paid. June the 25th, I got paid. August 10th, I got paid. Every day have gotten paid since I entered into the company. Because see, the earnings report on June the 3rd, when the day I enrolled, and the earning report on June the 10th, we see that's 7 days. So I received a check on June the 10th, and June the 17th, 7 days later, I received pay on the 17th. And then a week later, the same 7 days, I received a check on the 25th, if you can follow what I'm saying. So every day I've been involved in Novatech, I've gotten paid. And all those persons that have been involved in Novatech from June of 2019 up until June or August of 2022 has gotten paid every day. If you can pay attention to what we're presenting to you and enroll free, you too are going to receive the same thing. But you must pay attention and do your own due diligence. I recommend that you, instead of Googling Novatech, go to YouTube and type into YouTube search engine Novatech.io, or just Novatech, whatever, Novatech FX, whatever you want to put in there as a search on Google, on YouTube, and it's going to give you information and an in-depth understanding of what we're talking about if you pay attention. Look what happened in July 15th of 2022. It was 3.3%, and then the first, which they didn't, I don't have that data presented here, but on the first, it was actually over 4%. So, but the average is 3%. The question is, can you pay attention to what the presentation is trying to present to you at this present time? Here is a combination of earnings starting from September 2019 up through June of 2022. You see the average. This is from September. It was 2.0. Look at October. Look at the month of November. See, now this is a monthly total here, not just a daily total. What I was presenting earlier was just what it was earning on a daily basis, but this on a weekly basis. But what we're talking about here is what was earning on a monthly basis. So that was 4 months in the November. And it was, see, to add up to whole for that was 32.30%. That's what I'm talking about. That's all months, all the time. So that would look like on the earnings back in when they first got started back in 2019, which is just 3 months later in November. You see how much they have moved in just that fast. Now look at the difference between September 2019 and June of 2022. It's amazing what it is if you get the attention that we're trying to give you when it is. Now, how to withdraw from Novatech's MT5 account? Well, how to fund and upgrade new and or existing Novatech associates in the PAM account. The PAM is what we're going to be talking about in this. And the PAM is standing for Percentages Allocation Management Module. The percentage, the P stands percentage, and all I've been showing you now is just the percentages of earning, what they earn, to percentage is what they're paying, the percentage of what they earn, and listen to what I said now, and the percentage of what they're paying. So if they earn 3%, they pay 3%. If they earn 4%, they pay 4%. But on an average, we're talking about you getting paid on an average of 3% daily, monthly, weekly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. And it's using the PAM account, and the PAM account stands for Percentage Allocation, and the allocation, they allocate to pay, allocation management module. That's what we're talking about. We're going to explain that in a few minutes as we move on. Now, how to withdraw, and we're showing this, and this is information that's coming directly from Novatech. You see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you stop this video, because all it is a video and explaining to you exactly what you need to know. And you're paying attention, you're going to end up enrolling free, and then you are going to do as we said, how to withdraw. Well, if you withdraw, that means you had to put the funds in, and you're taking funds from one bank and put them in another bank. I'm using another analogy now, pocket to pocket, right? That's what I used at first. But now let's use your current bank that you have your money in now, checking, savings, whatever, CDs, whatever it is in your current bank, 401ks, or whoever it is. You're going to take that to put some money into your left pocket, and that's funding your next bank, and we're going to call Novatech your bank 2. Bank 1 is on your right side, bank 2 is on your left side, but you're going to take money out of your bank 1 and put it in bank 2, and then let it stay in bank 2, and as long as it's in bank 2 on an average, daily average of 3%, it's going to earn 3% on the daily average. And bank 1 is not earning that. And I can tell you that now at my age, I know for a fact, and what I've done in my life and my profession, of what I've been doing now for the last 40 years, is that nothing in the bank 1 is going to pay you what you can get out of bank 2. Watch this. I'm taking up too much time on this. Here is what you do You watch these videos. Now, please watch this video before registering. But this is to show you how to register into Novatech as a new person. It's a video, highlighted in yellow. Make sure you watch that video, because that's being presented to you by the CEO of the company, and her name is Cynthia Patton. I showed you a few minutes ago, and how to become an affiliate. So you can become a customer or you can become an affiliate. The video explains in detail what that is all about, and you're going to get paid on a Friday and on a Saturday, regardless of what you do and how, much you want to be paid and how much you want to not be paid. So look, your account has been denied. All this is information that's provided by Novatech, and for reason for that, they are showing you in detail what you need to do to maintain a status with Novatech, because Novatech operates on the principle of integrity. It was founded by the Cynthia Patton and her husband and Mr. Ricardo Roy, but it operates on the principles of integrity. It has to be, and if it's not, then you cannot stay with the company if you don't execute the integrity that's expected for you as a family member in this process we call Novatech. Now here is how you join Novatech. This is step 1. This is the application, 1 of 4 steps, application for you to join Novatech. So stop this information and study it, because when you decide and you click on, see that where it says get started, you see about, opportunity, contact, MT5, and you see get started. But when you click on the button to get started, by going to Novatech, it's going to bring it to the information that you see. And once you complete that information, step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4, now you have completed the application. But let's slow down on this step 4 just for a minute. Make sure you click all the see the box, the arrow that's pointing up saying check each box. You have to check each box. You can't move forward until you completed all the information accurately. You have to be accurate with the information before you can click the button that you say complete enrollment. You cannot click and it won't let you click it unless you have satisfied each of the data above in order for you to move forward. And how to get started as an associate and how to get started as an affiliate are what this application is all about. And now under that, and we'll put that red there to show you about the holding tank. There's a 48-hour waiting period that you have in order for you to take. If you complete the application, now you got to fund your account. And to do that, you have to do your own due diligence before. So I recommend that before you complete the application, I'm just giving you this because you're gonna have this video in your repertoire, and you must pay attention to what is on the video. So play it over and over again till you understand it, because when you get to this step here, complete this application, you will have had to put yourself in a position so that you can convert your tether out of your bank, your current bank, and put it into the left bank. But when it goes into the left bank, it's going into a different form of currency. It's called cryptocurrency. You have to convert your tether to your cryptocurrency. You take a low as $100 out of your right bank and you put it into your left bank in a form of cryptocurrency. To do that, you have to have done your due diligence to be verified by the process of converting the tether to cryptocurrency. You have to be verified to do that. Now we use Cash App, and I want to show you that in a few minutes, and other means of doing it. But to do that change or changing a dollar bill to crypto, you have to have been verified for that principle to take place. But now, and that's what the holding tank is all about. So you get hold for 48 hours to do that. So I recommend that before you complete the application or even start the application, that you do your due diligence to make sure that you have Cash App, and Cash App is the fastest way for you to get funded, and it's also a slow way if you don't do your due diligence when you go to Cash App, because they can hold you up until they are satisfied with what you're presenting to them. And I can give you that as a testimony, because it took me quite a while for me to be verified by Cash App, and others as I have seen do the same thing, because you have to have your integrity in an order that they will verify you. And it's good for that to be, because once you get verified by Cash App or any other crypto exchange process, then Novatech approval of you was easier because you will have already been verified by the means that Novatech is recommending for you to do so. So that's what the holding tank is all about. I'm going to spend up a little bit more time, less time on that and move on. Now look here. PAM account is what we talked about earlier. Remember I told you about the PAM account, the percentage allocation management module? That's what we use. Now to do that, we're using cryptocurrency and we're using Bitcoin here in this example to show you. Bitcoin is not the only way. We got Ethereum. We're going to show you all the other means where you can fund with cryptocurrency. But Bitcoin is the cryptocurrency that we're using in this example. Stop this and read this and study for yourself. Do your own due diligence so you can understand what we're talking about. Well, what we're talking about, and we showed you, and we're going to show you just in a few minutes, what the PAM account really is and how you get involved in receiving pay on a Friday and a Saturday using the PAM account that Novatech uses in order to do that when they make the trading. This is a hedge fund again. Novatech is your hedge fund that does all the trading. Now here is about the Cash App. You have to be verified by Cash App in order for you to fund your Novatech account. And that is to say you take the money, your money in your Cash App is tied to your bank, of course. And then if you want to transfer money, or that is exchange money, I won't say transfer, if you want to exchange money that's in your bank to your other bank, Novatech, you have to be approved in that process of exchange, because that person that you're exchanging, you have to be cleared or verified in order for that to take place. And Cash App is the fastest way that I have found for that to do. But look, here's another way. FTX is also another way. There are many other ways other than just these two that I'm showing you, and that's the only two I'm familiar with, but there are others, and we're going to see just in a minute how you're going to be involved with others in order to do that. You may already be. This is just me. See, but here, look, you see that up there, how to get in. This is wallet funding, how you fund your Novatech account. You're looking at the process when you go to the back office and you click on the word funding and you come up, it's going to give you what you see on the screen. And you notice on the right top, I've got that blue arrow and the red arrow, and above that showing you the e-wallet. Well, the e-wallet is if you've already enrolled, but the coin payments, when you do click on the coin payments, it's got a drop down when it is showing you the ways for you to fund your account, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Coinbase. I mean, all these are different ways for you to fund your account using a form of a wallet. And the e-wallet that you see is what we're talking about. So you have to convert your Tether funds to another form of currency, which is cryptocurrency, in order to work. But this is what your enrollment link, after you've enrolled, this is how you fund your process. You can put money into your process and take money out using what we're seeing here, because it's in your wallet. So you deposit and withdraw, deposit, withdraw. Information on the left side is coming directly from Novatech, is to tell you, how do I change my PIN, how to request cash out when you're taking money out, and when do I get paid. All this is information. All you got to do is click on these links into your Novatech account, and Novatech explains to you in detail the process. And down at the bottom says, how is ROI calculated? Well, that's through the PAM. You know, at the top, you see right up under, you see you see Novatech, you see e-wallet, wallets funding, and right up under you got PAM. Well, this whole process about PAM, the percentage allocation management module, that's what PAM is. And percentage, you get a percentage of all the money that's traded. You get a percentage every day, and it's averaging 3%. And they allocate you your portion of that pay, and it's managed by Novatech module, which is a process that we've already explained. Okay, and you can Google that whole process. Now, Novatech affiliates information will not be the same as the associates information when you get to this stage here, because it's a different operation. Affiliate is different than that. I don't know how. Let's move on. Here is the bottom part of that information. This is agreement. You have to agree to reallocate your money. You have to agree to reinvest it for one term. And I really don't like to use that term. You have to agree to to retrade your money. So whatever you get on a Friday or Saturday, if you want to put it back in, retrade it, then you have to give them permission to retrade it. And then you have to validate your request for them to do that. And then once you click the validate, you get another validation, and then you get an okay. It's a 3-step process for you to do that. And what I put down here is the ultimate question is, can you pay attention? Is these are the 8. This is the information taken directly from the CEO of the company. The 8-minute how the video explain how to get into your back office. That's from the CEO of the company. How to update your wallet, and when the 2FA, that's the CEO. How to upgrade your account, that's the CEO. How to upgrade your wallet and cash out, that's the CEO. The holding tank is explained by the CEO of the company. And the bill downline message from the CEO, that's directed from the CEO. You see, so all this information here is just videos to show you how you can go to YouTube and access these videos, or just type them into your URL, and the videos are going to explain to you what this is all about. And now that you know more about Novatech, share these videos to help you build your business, because you're going to share it with 3 people. They're going to share it with 3 people, you see, and it's a process, and you're going to help all these people to the top of the mountain. The question is, can you pay attention? If you paid attention, and you don't have to have done that right now, but over and over again, as long as you watch it and you pay attention to what you're doing, then you're going to help more and more people to the top of the mountain. But you will already be up there. You follow what the principle we're talking about, and get ready to show that again. You'll already be at the top of the mountain when you help those persons to the top of the mountain. You just bringing them up there where you are so they can receive the benefits that you are already receiving. Here is the get verification code from Google. You go to Google to get your authentication code, because you got to have that in Novatech. And when you do that, you got to get that from Google. And these are the informations that show you where to get that from. Now, in conclusion of this, I've been with you for too long. In conclusion of this, I'm right back where we started. The first shall be last, last shall be first. So what we're showing you again is the 1 + 1 = 1, that you going to realize when you help someone else to the top of the mountain, then you will already know at that point in time that you are already at the top. So I helped a man climb a mountain and found that I too had reached the top. And that's what we're talking about. 1 + 1 + 1 = 1. And that's the principle of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit being one God. That's all. But it's still 3. And the 3 founders of this company, the integrity that they have, they get it because the Reverend Cynthia Patton is the leader of the company. And her integrity is throughout the company. And you can see it once you get involved as a member of this Novatech conglomerate, which is helping you to invest in your future. You can leave generational wealth by getting involved with Novatech, and you don't have to spend any money to do that. You can leave a generational wealth to your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, without spending any money. Long as you can pay attention, you're going to succeed. Have a good day. Be blessed. I love you. Bye-bye.